All right, so this is disturbing. I'm going to say this a million times over and over. Do not get the vaccine. They're going to get, they're going to pressure you to get it. They're not going to no one's going to force you to take a vaccine. They're going to use the television to program you into thinking you need it and that you're going to be forced to take it, but no one's going to force you to take the vaccine. Just stand firm, stand your ground. No one's going to force you, but just listen to the programming that they're doing here for the rest of the public who's going to believe it and take it. Just watch this piece. This is ridiculous.
As well, Kristen, thank you. We have some encouraging news this morning on the race for a vaccine.
Oh, so encouraging. Why you got a 3 there? Any other number? Put any other number there.
There's an experimental treatment that's being tested by scientists at Oxford University that's showing new progress this morning. Today's senior international correspondent Keir Simmons is in London with that part of the story. Keir, good morning.
Hey Craig, good morning. A stunning warning from a senior executive at the World Health Organization is still reverberating this morning, warning that the coronavirus may never go away. That's why this positive news from this
bullshit. It's never been here. What do you mean it's never going to go away? You can't even prove that it's here. All you have is CGI. That's it. That's your proof. CGI in television. We're going to show a bunch of people on TV saying that they're dying. That's your proof. People have died. I don't know those people. You just say they've died with zero proof. That doesn't convince me, dude.
Vaccine team here in the UK, whilst another small step is a big deal. This morning, fresh hope for a vaccine breakthrough. A single dose given to 6 rhesus macaque monkeys.
You see that? Because you evolved from a monkey, right? Right? That's your ancestors. That's what you evolved from. That's what they want you to think. So they tested it on your ancestors. So you're good. Don't worry. They tested it on your brothers and sisters, a bunch of monkeys. Jesus.
Which share a majority of their genes with humans, was found to produce antibodies as early as 14 days after vaccination.
Dude, our bodies can take care of ourselves. We don't need to inject ourselves with poison.
The Rocky Mountains lab that carried out the small trial.
Nobody is a doctor. Like the people who are taking vaccines, they're just dumb and they're fearing everything. They're not smart enough. They need an authority figure to tell them what to do because they don't know shit.
Releasing this new report.
Because they don't do research or think for themselves. All they do is watch television and get told what to think and do. That's what's happening.
Saying after the tests, the vaccine appeared to have prevented pneumonia and other lung problems associated with coronavirus.
Right, I'm sure this thing is just going to cure everything. Everyone that gets this is going to end up having more problems than coronavirus.
And the report says no sign of dangerous side effects, no evidence of immune-enhanced disease. Now, scientists from the UK's...
Really? You're just going to tell... You're not showing us any facts, no data. You're just saying that. You're literally just typing words onto TV and we're just supposed to believe it with no data or facts.
Oxford University say the early indications from human trials could come in June. Hundreds of people have already been injected with the possible vaccine.
And I'm doing like the tiniest little bit that I can.
What are you so happy about? You're getting injected with a needle. There's a fucking pandemic right now. There's kids dying. It's getting the littlest, tiniest little... Oh, crap.
Hundreds of people have already been injected with the possible vaccine.
And
Look at how happy and excited I am to get poisoned. I'm dressed as a female, even though my name is Brian Johnson. I'm getting the vaccine. Look at how happy I am. It's ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am.
The scientists behind the research telling us they're able to move fast because their vaccine has been in development for decades.
Oh, it's been in development for decades. What have you been developing this for decades? What were you waiting on?
Vaccine updated for today's coronavirus.
Right.
We're using a vaccine.
Yeah, we have all this old 10-year-old ingredients here, and now we're adding a few more new things, and then we're just going to inject it into you. You're cured.
Vaccine type that has been in thousands of people before.
There's no guarantee it will ultimately prove to be successful. Over 100 vaccines are in development.
There's no guarantee, but here we are using television to tell you everything about it, so in hopes that you take it.
Around the world, and already attention is turning.
Like even that flicker that the TV just did right there, that was messed up. That's like, that's crazy.
To be
Watch.
successful. Over 100 vaccines are in development around the world, and already
You see that? That's programming. They got you in a trance. They're fucking with your nervous system.
proved to be successful.
If you had just woken up, it's 8 a.m., 7:15 a.m. You just woke up. You're watching this. You're just woke up. You're smoking your morning cigarette, drinking your coffee, and you've been watching for 10 minutes, and you're in a trance, barely awake, watching.
Over 100
And then watch what they hit you with.
vaccines are in development around the world, and already attention is turning to how to produce enough.
How many doses of vaccine do you think you can make?
We are aiming to make not millions, probably not tens of millions, but ideally hundreds of millions of doses of this vaccine.
They're making hundreds of millions of doses of the vaccine. Well, guess what? They say there's 7 billion people on this planet. I've never believed that number. I've never once believed there's 7 billion people on this planet. On this plane. It's not a planet. So they're making hundreds of millions. They're not even making 1 billion. There's not a billion people living here, people.
President Trump has repeatedly said he thinks we will have a vaccine by the end of the year.
Doses of this vaccine.
President Trump has repeatedly said
What do we got on this flag here? It's kind of like a pedophile symbol.
he thinks
Pedophile spiral.
we will have a vaccine by the end of the year, despite reservations from some scientists on his coronavirus team. On Thursday, he went a step further, talking timeline and distribution.
And I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. And I think distribution will take place almost simultaneously because we've geared up the military.
Where you at, Q-tards? Your boy right here, he's geared up the military to give you mandatory vaccinations. He didn't say mandatory, but why are you getting the military to give out vaccinations? This guy right here is not your savior.
One issue that, though, may delay the trials, and this is fascinating, is that because of the lockdown in places like here in the UK, there is less coronavirus, Savannah. So that means it takes longer, potentially, for people to become infected. And, of course, you cannot simply deliberately infect people. All the same, Savannah, they are planning to ramp up manufacturing of these vaccines even before the positive results, just so that
You hearing all this crap?
they're ready, Savannah.
Such crap.
Savannah. So that means it takes longer potentially for people to become infected. And of course, you cannot simply deliberately infect people. All the
Bullshit, that's what you did.
same, Savannah, they are planning to ramp up manufacturing of these vaccines even before the positive results, just so they're ready, Savannah.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to get a little good news this morning, Kier. Thank you. We've got Del.
That's good news? You think that was good news? Or is that what they're just telling you to say? Because that wasn't good news. Why aren't any doctors telling you to get like sunlight and better your diet? They're not telling you any of the things to better your immune system. You should not be injecting poison into your body for a cure. If you think that's the cure, you're a fucking idiot. You're brainwashed. You're in a trance from television. You're stupid as shit and you need to wake the fuck up.
In the Ahmaud Arbery case in Georgia to tell you about.
Yeah, this case right here, this Ahmaud Arbery.
Out this morning, the father and son charged with his murder.
This fake ass story. This guy's last name equals 33. His name's Ahmaud Arbery. It's a play on words. It's armed robbery. That's what it says. That's what the name is. That's how it sounds. Ahmaud Arbery, armed robbery. Ahmaud Arbery, armed robbery. Ahmaud Arbery, armed robbery. What's the difference? It's a play on words. They killed him because they thought he was armed and robbing someone. And then come on, that's his name, and it's a 33.
Are arguing there is more to the story than people know. NBC.
Yeah, there's way more to the story. It's fake.
Blaine Alexander joins us from Atlanta.
Who the hell is videotaping someone murdering someone?
With his murder.
In a neighborhood.
Are arguing.
Oh, yeah, here, I busted my camera out. This happened months ago, and we just now released the video during a pandemic to distract us some more and rile up everyone else and get it, distract and divide us even more. Black and white.
There is more to the story than people know.
Black versus white.
NBC's Blaine Alexander joins us from Atlanta with the latest on this. Blaine, good morning.
Yeah, of course and then they get a black lady to do the story about a black person. That's what I've noticed, is every single reporter talking about this story is a black person. This is weird.
Well, Savannah, good morning
They do that on purpose.
to you. The two attorneys for Travis McMichael say that they have spoken with their client and with the prosecutor, and they say they know that the emotions around this case are very high. Now, they wouldn't give details about the defense, but they promised that more information would come out in court. This morning, attorneys for Travis McMichael say they are learning more about what happened before and after this video showing the final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life.
All of the facts will come out. That's the purpose of a trial.
Video showing the final moments of Ahmaud Arbery's life.
Armed robbery. Ahmaud Arbery.
All of the facts will come out. That's the purpose of a trial.
Travis and his father, Gregory McMichael, are both in jail charged with Arbery's murder. Father and son have separate legal teams. Attorneys
McMichael got that double capital M in it at 33.
for the senior McMichael say in a statement, the full story will tell the truth about this case. Video of that February shooting has sparked nationwide outrage. Arbery's family
As planned.
says the 25-year-old was just out for a jog, unarmed. According to the police report, Gregory McMichael told police he and son Travis grabbed their guns and followed Arbery because they thought he was a burglary suspect. McMichael told police Travis fired when Arbery violently attacked and the two started fighting over the shotgun.
Travis has a presumption of innocence. That presumption of innocence follows him from now throughout the course of this trial until and unless a jury decides that he is not innocent.
We wish that Travis and Gregory McMichael would have.
Nice 33 in your name there, but I'll go right there because the M on the side is a 3 and you have a dual 33 right next to each other. Seriously, you think this is real?
Afforded that same presumption of innocence to Ahmaud Arbery, who was murdered.
Armed robbery. Oh yeah, armed robbery was accused of armed robbery, so they killed him.
Without a trial, without any real evidence that he had committed a crime at all.
Now, attorneys for Arbery's family want to find the person who wrote.
You want to know what's a kicker on top of this too? There's a football player that plays for the Detroit Lions. His name's Tracy Walker. He said this guy was his cousin. What are the odds of that? A guy gets killed, it's a news story, and he also has a famous football player cousin that plays in the NFL. Oh my God.
This anonymous handwritten note.
Literally, small world. What is there? 200 million people on this plane?
Left at a memorial. It reads, Ahmaud, I am so sorry. I should have stopped them.
So this is not a person who just feels bad about what happened in general. This is a person who at least felt like they had power to prevent this, that they had some sort of...
I'm wrapping it up. I'm running out of time here.
What was going on.
Investigators say they know who wrote the note, and that person is not connected to the investigation in...
Yeah, this is pretty much it.
On bond. Savannah?
All right, Blaine Alexander, thank you very much. It's 18 minutes after the hour. Craig will send it to you.
All right, SG, here's something that should put a smile on your face on this Friday morning. There were some shoppers at a grocery store in Nashville who got quite the welcome surprise this week. When it was time to check out and pay, they found out someone had already covered their bill. Not just anyone, though. No. It was Los Angeles Dodgers outfielder Mookie Betts, the 4-time All-Star and Nashville native. He bought groceries for several shoppers at a Kroger store there, but his...
All right, we'll leave it at that. Out of time.